Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller, and welcome back to some more Smash It Up! Today is a special tourney-themed episode of the series, and I wanted to show you guys that when you compete in a tourney for the first time, this little milestone screen comes up, so that's pretty cool. So, this episode is actually going to be a bit different than my other episodes of this series. For starters, this episode is being post-commentated. That means I'm recording the commentary after I've already recorded the video. So I recorded the video at, let's say, midnight last night, right? Or midnight this morning, however you want to see it. But I'm recording the commentary now, and it's about 7:30 p.m. So I'm doing things a bit differently. Normally I record my commentary while I play, but there's a few different reasons as to why I'm recording the commentary now. And that's because, one, I recorded the video at midnight. I don't want to commentate at midnight because I'm exhausted and yada yada yada. And I was also talking with some friends at that time, just experimenting with the tourney mode. Number two, tourneys can take a little while, and rather than just cutting all over the place with my commentary, I'd rather just post-commentate it in the end. And I was a bit frustrated. I was kind of having an awkward time, and I lost my footage for the first tourney I ever did, so you guys didn't get to see it. But I wanted to make sure that I recorded the milestone that I got for it. So in combination with it being late at night and there being some technical problems with recording equipment and the tourneys being laggy sometimes, and all sorts of stuff, I've decided that it would just be easier if I just post-commentated the tournament. So I won't be doing a lot of episodes like this. So if you don't like my post-commentary, fine, whatever. I won't be doing a lot like this, so do not worry. Anyway, so this is the Tourney Mode. You can play a regular tourney as hosted by somebody in the Smash community, or you can play a regular tourney, or a tournament, as this game sometimes referred to it as, where you can do a traditional bracket tournament. This video's focus shall be on regular tournaments. So, as you can see here, there are a list of tourneys that are about to start, but the problem is that all of the ones that are about to start are already full, and if I scroll down the list, all of the serious tournaments are already full as well, and that's something you'll notice. At almost any given time in the day, there will be maybe 50 tournaments listed, ready to go. But all of the serious ones will almost always be full. So, I did 3 different tournaments in this video. I did 2 goofy ones and 1 serious one. So this video is going to start off with a goofy one. If you would like to see the serious one, then please refer to the timestamps in the description. For now, I'm just looking for a regular tourney that I can use just to record footage. So I found this one, Smash Balls only. That means the only item is going to be a Smash Ball. Custom fighters are on. You can use your Miis. It's 4 players, 2-minute matches. So it's essentially a 4 fun match, but the only items that are on are Smash Balls, and you can use custom fighters. So to my knowledge, this is the only way to use custom fighters against random players. However, I have opted against using equipment. I've decided just to use my character. He does have custom moves, and it might not be the best strategy for Little Mac, but I wanted to try it out. Also, you notice that in each of the tournaments in this video, I shall be using Little Mac. He is my tournament fighter this time around. He might not be the best character to enter into a tournament, but I figured of the 4 mains that I have, I thought that it would be the most interesting to use Little Mac in these tournaments. Considering Little Mac is the one that's on the tourney button icon when you select the mode, I thought that, yeah, for this video, I'm going to use Little Mac. So as you can see right now, I'm just waiting for the tournament to start. So, while I wait for it to start, I have decided that I will cut here, and I will go ahead and cut to my series intro. Enjoy, humans! Whoosh! So, as you can see, I have cut ahead, and what I usually like to do right before a match starts is run off the ledge and repeatedly use my side B attack to get back onto the ledge. So, this tournament is about to begin, and there's some very, very flashy effects. It looks really cool. You can tell that they did a lot of detail with this. So here we go, Smash Ball only, a large tournament with a time limit. So as you can see, I'm down there near the bottom left corner. This is a 3-round tournament with 4 players in each round. I'm up against Iggy, Jigglypuff, and Shulk. And because this is a 4-fun tournament, the stage can really be anything. Thankfully, you're able to somewhat see the stage right before you play it, but you can't really go back and change your character, so I don't know how much good that does. It is Delfino Plaza. Technically, this is a tournament-legal stage, and it's not exactly the worst stage for Little Mac, considering that the stage lands on several areas where there's not really a whole lot of ways for me to get knocked off of a stage. Like, I don't have to focus too much on recovering. And with Little Mac, recovering is his greatest weakness. So this stage is actually pretty good for me. Now, also, I mentioned this earlier, but all of these players can have equipment, and based on the way that I'm hitting them, I would say that some of them definitely have equipment on their characters. And they're aggressive. I mean, even though this is a for fun tournament, these players know their stuff. Like that Jigglypuff was just trying to throw me off. Literally, throw me off the stage. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a KO punch ready, and I'm going to land it on Iggy right there. Boom! How do you like that? Okay, so this is a time tournament. 2 minutes. Not a whole lot of time to go and kill players. And you can't tell who's winning because the score counter is not enabled, just like an actual for fun match. You can watch the replays in a tournament, and if you watch the replay, you will see the score then. But for now, you cannot see the score, so I just have to go under my own judgment. The best thing that I like to do is just keep track of my own score. Not really keep track of others, just go after whoever recently killed somebody, basically. So I'm using my neutral B here, and you might wonder why I'm doing that, considering it leaves me extremely vulnerable. Well, the reason for that is because my neutral B will stun opponents. There you go. How's that for a KO punch? My neutral B will stun opponents, and it leaves me somewhat invincible while I use it. Now, at this point, I don't really know who's winning, but I figured let me just go after Iggy. I missed. Oh, my up B is custom too. My up B is called the Rising Smash. It pretty much kills at a really early percentage at the cost of not being able to recover well. But I figured I'm Little Mac, so I'm not going to recover that well anyway. And my side B is completely unchanged. And I figured I use my side B to recover more than my up B. So, yeah. Anyway, in a free-for-all match, I figured Little Mac isn't too bad because Little Mac focuses on power hits. And, well, in a free-for-all, power hits are what usually get you the kill. So as you can see right here, I'm about to get Jigglypuff. Boom! That's what you get for being super light. Okay, so at this point, I'm pretty sure that I'm in the lead, but of course, I don't want to take any chances, and I'm not going to be that player that just runs around for the majority of the match. But then, since Iggy killed me there, I became a little nervous, so I figured I got to kill one more person in the next 10 seconds. I don't care who it is, I just got to do it, and boom, I did it! I got Shulk, and I'm about to get Iggy there, and at that point, I figured I'm in the lead, so if I can just make sure I don't die, I'll be good. And yeah, I did taunt there. I was being a little jerkish, but considering I was in somewhat of a bad mood after a previous tournament, I figured I didn't really care. I got the victory. So there you go. Now, something you might notice is that you don't get money for winning any of these matches. I got absolutely no coins whatsoever. And I mean, that's fine, but at that point in time, I didn't realize that you don't get anything for winning other than an advancement onto the next round. So another thing you'll notice here is that you'll only see the people who have won if their match was completed before you. All these other matches are still ongoing, and you won't see who won until everyone else is done. So right now, the only matches that have been completed prior to mine were the one all the way in the bottom left, which consisted of a Shulk player, and that one near the top, which consisted of a Sonic player. Otherwise, I don't really know who's going to make it onto the next round until everything's done. And this could take some time. And in later tournaments, I actually will cut this out. I'm just leaving this one in here so that I can explain some things. And it won't take too long, considering all of these matches will be 2 minutes. There's no sudden death. And I like and dislike that. One of the problems I have with tourneys is that it does follow tournament rules to an extent. With there being no sudden death, the winner is whoever has the most amount of stocks and the lowest percentage. And to me, that encourages players to run around. But with this tournament specifically, since it's a time tournament, I think there is sudden death, but I can't be certain. Anyway, as you can see, the players have won. So now I'm up against Shulk, Fox, and Mario. Again, the stage can be anything. And man, if I can be completely honest, the thing they did do correctly about this Tourney Mode is building the hype. There's a lot of hype behind a tournament. You're competitive, you're fierce. The announcer is so perfect for this game, and all these visual effects are so perfect to help build up the hype. So it's awesome. So as you can see, the next stage is Wrecking Crew. Normally, this would not be a tournament legal stage. It is a very quirky stage, and it's often forgotten. I don't mind playing on it, and there's definitely worse stages that I could be playing on. But this isn't the best stage for Little Mac either. So for now, it's just me running around. I hate to be that Little Mac player that just runs around and spams smash attacks, but considering these players have armor on, or equipment, I'm sorry, considering these players have equipment on, I figured that's all I really can do, and it's a free-for-all. And I can do combos, and I think there even is a point in this match where I actually try to do some combos, but it just doesn't work. And I'm dealing with customs and yada yada yada. I gotta be that Little Mac player that KO punches players, steals your kills, smash attacks to oblivion, and doesn't stand near the ledge. I'm not that dumb. Like, even though I just died here, I'm not gonna stand near the ledge and let someone, edge gimp me. I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna go around and try and get as many kills as possible, as that is the intention of this tournament. That's how you win. Okay, now I don't know if I like that you can't see the score. I don't mind it, I guess, because that is how it is on the For Fun mode, and this tournament is based on the For Fun mode. But I feel like if we did see the score at the bottom of the screen, that would make this a completely different tournament. But at the same time, that might also cause players to team up with one another. So I guess in the end, I'm indifferent. I don't know. I'm thankfully able to make it back onto the platform there, and then I miss it again, and then, you know, I'm dead. Oh well, stuff like that happens, such as the cost of doing a free-for-all tournament on Wrecking Crew. But I'm not giving it up that easily. I'm still Little Mac, darn it. I'm still Little Mac. I'm one of the strongest characters in the game for whatever reason. Well, actually, no, not for whatever reason. Little Mac's the champion of the ring, and I just got a double kill there, so I figured, okay, well, I might not be in first place, but I'm not in last. If I can just get like 2 more kills, I'll have this in the bag. And, you know, I mean, I see Mario. He's about to die. But my first thing to do is get rid of these platforms up here. Open up the space a little bit. The more I open up the space, the more I'm able to fight as Little Mac, because Little Mac needs open space, flat platforms, so I can just run in and smash the opponents. The platforms are what will mess me up, because, well, platforms require that I jump, and Little Mac's not very good in the air, and yada yada yada. I've got a KO punch ready, so let's try to use it. So Mario, unfortunately, knocks it out of me. That's okay. He's going for that flood, but I figure, I know your strategies, Mario. I know your strategies. So at this point, since the time is running out, I just have to hope that I won. And I'm just sitting here thinking, I think I won, I don't know. And thankfully, I am the victor, which means I am now moving on to the final round. Once again, you don't earn any money whatsoever. But that's okay, because you know what? I am now in the final round. And thankfully, for the sake of this video, all the other matches were done before me. And that could be because I might have lagged for an extra second. I don't know. But here you go. Final round. Myself versus Link, a Mii Gunner, and Ganondorf. And yeah, I like that there's an option to include Miis in this tournament, because the whole reason you can't use Miis with anyone is because people make all these troll Miis, but some people legitimately like to use a Mii character, so that's an option, and I appreciate that that's an option. And this final stage is Duck Hunt, which is actually a tournament legal stage, and it's actually one of my favorite stages. So I'm excited to play. As you can tell, I'm beating up the CPUs in here, all sorts of fun going on. Alright, the main character that has me concerned prior to this match is Link. Link is one of my least favorite characters to fight alongside King Dedede, believe it or not. So if you ever want to defeat me in a Smash match, there you go. Those are the 2 characters that you use, Link and King Dedede. Just for various reasons, but I figured maybe in a free-for-all that'll be different. And yeah, once again, it's cool just seeing a Mii Gunner in a With Anyone match. I think that's the only way you can use Miis in a With Anyone match. This is the only way you can use customs in a With Anyone match, and this is the only way you can play a With Anyone match on all these stages with little to no items. So tourneys do have their benefits. And then I'm remembering, oh yeah, these guys have equipment. That's why all these attacks are sending me flying already. So I gotta be a little careful. I land this double KO punch on Ganondorf and the Mii Gunner, and I'm just like, alright, I'm ready to go. I think that puts me into the lead, but then it's like, oh yeah, Ganondorf has equipment. So I'm gonna get completely demolished. But I'm still trying to do my best. It is a free-for-all, so all I can really do is hope that other players take him out and then I somehow get the most amount of points. Again, I'm really just keeping track of my own score. I'm countering stuff. I countered the wrong thing. That projectile ruined me. I could have taken out Ganondorf there. I could have killed him, but someone ruined it for me. But I guess, again, such is the cost of doing a free-for-all match. That Ganondorf is destroying me. He clearly has power equipment on. And Ganondorf with power equipment, quite literally, is deadly. But there you go, smash attacking everybody, but I didn't get any of those points. Mii Gunner got it. Now, I got the point for killing the Mii Gunner, not for the other 2, so at this point, I'm a little agitated. I didn't get my points, and again, such is the cost of doing a free-for-all time match, but oh well. If I got those 2 points, I bet you I would be in an undefeatable lead. But oh well, there's, you know, we're still a little, we're just past halfway. Okay, now there's a Smash Ball. As you guys remember, Smash Balls are the only items that are enabled in this tournament. That Link player actually landed, and I'm glad that he landed it on the Mii Gunner because he might have been in the lead. Him or Ganondorf, obviously. And he got, well, Ganondorf at least. He didn't get the Mii Gunner, but I figured, whatever. My goal is just to, you know, get whomever I can, score as many points as possible, yada, yada, yada. I don't care who I kill. I don't care whom I kill. Sorry, I want to make sure I'm grammatically correct with my commentary. I don't care whom I kill as long as I kill somebody. So if I can get this Mii Gunner here, that'd be great. This Mii Gunner is being evasive. Ganondorf gets him, steals the point. I'm like, great, you're the one person I didn't want to get the point. The only person that's probably going to die at this point is Link, but he doesn't die. Instead, I die. Link gets the point, and I figured there's no way I'm winning that match. Mii Gunner took my points. Ganondorf killed me like 20,000 times. And of course, the winner of this tournament is Ganondorf. So there you go, no coins whatsoever for losing. This tournament has now come to a close, and you can see the results of all the other tournament players. You can actually watch all of the other matches as replays, so there won't be any lag if you choose to watch them. And you can do that while you're waiting for other matches to start. I think if your next match starts, it kicks you out of the replay, but yeah, there you go. So this player is the winner. I have ranked in the top 4, which I am pretty satisfied with. I didn't use any equipment. All these other players were using equipment, and if you look over their final results, top 4, looks pretty cool. 12 KOs, pretty satisfied, 10 falls, and there you go. So this tournament has come to a close, and I just leave whenever I'm ready. So that does it, and I can watch the replay, I can look at the competitors' profiles. As you can see, there are plenty of players here. It was fun, but of course this tourney is over. So let's move into something more serious. So now if I go into the regular tourney section, you'll notice that all of the serious tournaments are full, and it's not just because they're about to start. Like if I keep scrolling down, they are full. All of the serious tournaments are full. You have to get one that's like an hour ahead of time. So that's more or less what I did. I went to whatever ones I could find, and I'm talking with some friends online while this is happening, so I'm trying to see if we could get one together, and I figured, well, there's a 1v1 for fun, and there's a 1v1 for glory. Also, I think tourneys are the only ways you can do 1v1 for fun tournaments, but whatever. Okay, so 1v1 for glory is what we wanted. Medium size, so that means 32 players. 3 minutes. 3 minutes makes me a little nervous for a glory match, but whatever. Stage switch is on, but I think that just means it's the 4 glory stages. They're all going to be Omega stages. So there you go. And once again, I'm going to use Little Mac. No custom moves this time, just good old Wireframe Green Jacket, Little Mac. And then, again, I'm telling my friends to try and join this. Some of them are joining, but like I said, these tournaments fill up immediately at any time of the day. And we're playing at, like, midnight. So the fact that these all filled up at midnight was pretty crazy. But at the same time, Tournament Mode had just come out, so there was definitely some hype behind it. And yeah, so I have to wait 26 minutes. Don't worry, you're not going to see me waiting 26 minutes in this room. I'm going to cut ahead in just a moment. But yeah, I do all sorts of different things to the punching bag. I do a variety of different things. Like sometimes I'll play a little mini game to try and see how long I can keep the bag in the air. Sometimes I'll do some like stupid stuff just to see like, you know, how many hits can I land on it before it hits the ground. And then I'll do that other stuff where I just constantly side B back onto the stage because it amuses me. Anyway, okay, so this tournament is about to start. I just do these different things in the waiting room just to kind of get me pumped up to play a match. So here you go, 1v1, 4 glory, medium stock. That's what I'm talking about. So only one of my friends was able to join. No, 2 of my friends were able to join. But I'll discuss that in just a moment. Right now, I'm up against a green Mega Man. So, okay, it is 4 glory. So all the stages will be in their Omega forms. There are no items. It is 2 stock. But unlike the usual 6 minutes that they give you on 4 glory, this is only 3 minutes. And I can't choose the stage. And the other thing I'm going to point out is that I can't choose the music. Now, obviously, you can't choose the music right before a match in 4 glory. But the thing is, when you play for glory or for fun, the music that plays is based on your music choices in your My Music section. I know for a fact that I do not have Tetris Type B as one of my music choices. Someone either changed that when I wasn't looking, or the music in this mode is random, or I don't know, maybe that's this other person's music choice. I gotta think that the music is just random. And I like and dislike that. I dislike that because it means, well, then I can't get my music choices. But I like it because, well, perhaps it allows me to bring different music onto the series for, like, you know, one of the very few occasions. But oh well. I'm gonna be honest, there are songs in this game that I don't like. I'd rather have my jams. But that's okay, if it's just for a couple matches, it's fine. So anyway, going up against Mega Man, I don't know. I like fighting against Mega Man. I think they're fun. When I say they, I mean Mega Man players. I like fighting against Mega Man players, especially when they do know what they're doing. Now, I am Little Mac, so you might think, oh, well, you know, I'm that Little Mac player that just ran around and spam smash attacks. I mean, yes, I do, I will admit, I do spam smash attacks, but there are certain things that I try to do in order to achieve victory. I'm not just going to stand by the edge and let him attack me. See, as you can see there, I'm pumped. I gotta keep moving, So he gets a bomb on me. I let it hit me, whatever. Figure I almost got a KO punch ready, so maybe I can try and land that on him. But it doesn't matter, because he accidentally kills himself. And I do feel a bit guilty, because it's like, well, you know, it's probably a bummer for the guy who waited 27 minutes for this tournament, but, you know, oh well, there's not a whole lot I could do. I'm victorious. Once again, I get no money whatsoever for winning, but I'm like, cool, I'm already done with my match, and I'm telling my friends, hey, I'm done with my match. Good luck to you guys. Okay, so at this point, I'll talk about the other players who have entered this tournament. So, once we get back to the tournament bracket screen, you'll notice that I have I think only one other player finished before me, and that's that Sonic player up there. In the bottom right corner, there is a black Kirby. That is my friend Jetz, or CVAnimation. He's appeared in my videos before. And near the top left, there is a blue Link. That is my friend CharlesCBernardo. He is an animator. He has also been in plenty of my videos before. So they're both in this tournament, and the only way I can fight Charles is if we both made it to the finals, and the only way I can fight Jetz is if we both made it to the quarterfinals. Anyway, eventually all of these matches did come to a close. I cut that out for your convenience. And alright, up next I'm up against a purple Yoshi. A purple Yoshi makes me nervous because even though I play as Yoshi, I'm not very good at fighting them. I'm going to be completely honest. The only two characters of mine that I main that I consider myself to be good at fighting against are Little Mac and Lucaria. So, okay, we're going to Omega Norfair. And I figured, okay, you know, it's an Omega stage. It's fine. The only Omega stages where I could find myself having an advantage are the ones where the ledges go straight down. So, like, Omega Boxing Ring or Omega Wii Fit Studio would be ideal for me. Basically, ones where the ledges are walls, in a sense. Whereas if I was another character like Rosalina or maybe even Yoshi, an Omega stage like this would be perfect because I could stage spike people. Okay, so I can tell that this Yoshi player means business. He is comboing me out the wazoo. He is not here to mess around. He knows what he's doing. And I figured, okay, well, I am going to be a little bit cautious, but I do have to be aggressive if I want to win this match. So my goal is to basically try and hit him off to the side. There's no way I'm going to be able to spike him. And I know he's going for those aerial combos, so I am using counter to try and strike him. And I do land a KO punch on him, so I'm feeling a bit more confident now. That KO punch can be a game saver. And if he is going for those stage spikes, he is trying to knock me off. But I know better. I know you. So I know it looks like I'm spamming counter, but I figured, well, this guy is going for those aerial attacks. I want to make sure that I'm on the defense. There you go. How about that? Down throw, up B combo. That's what I'm talking about. Just hitting it all over the place, waiting to strike. That's what Little Mac's all about. Waiting to strike. How about that? Now I could chase him, but I figured I'm a stock ahead. I can be a little cautious. I need it, you know, risk anything just to look flashy. So that Yoshi player actually ruins himself, and I figured, oh man, that's 2 matches in a row where my players have accidentally ruined themselves. And yeah, I taunted. Again, I was in a little bit of an agitated mood. But oh well. I tend to try not to taunt too much. I will taunt even when I'm not agitated, but I felt like taunting. So if you guys don't like me taunting, sorry, I did it. So nothing I can do. This happened in the past. Alright, so I am victorious. Unfortunately, as you can see in the bottom right corner, my friend Jetz was eliminated. My friend Charles in the top left corner is still there. So, okay, now the second round has come to a close. Now we're moving into the quarterfinals. And I'm up against a Falco player. Charles has made it on to the next round. He's going up against a Meta Knight. We'll check in with him later. For now, I'm up against Falco. Falco is an interesting character to me. I don't fight Falco that often. I have some friends that will use Falco now and again. But I don't fight him that often. So I don't really know what to think. Also, the song playing now here on Omega Wrecking Crew, this is a song that I have. But you'll notice once the match starts, it's Wrecking Crew medley, and I know that I don't have that song enabled. I only have like 3 songs enabled on the stage, and it's Ice Climber, Mach Rider, and Gyromite. I think I have Lips theme from Panel to Pawn enabled as well. So yeah, I'm sorry to talk so much about music, but man, music like makes this game for me. So I mean, besides the 50,000 other things that make this game for me, I'm just very passionate about music. So when I randomly saw that it wasn't my music choices, I don't know, I just found it a little interesting. Anyway. Alright, so I'm up against Falco. Obviously, this Falco player is good. He's trying to throw me off the stage. I'm trying to do some combos. I completely messed that one up, but that's okay. That's okay. So I figured, okay, I can't just rely on smash attacks for this player. This guy knows his stuff, and I'm not too experienced against Falco players. And supposedly Falco's really good now. But I figured, oh, I can still try to land a KO punch, and I completely miss it. Thankfully, he misses his attack as well. In fact, I think there was a little bit of input delay in this match. Slight. Not major, but there was some slight input delay, so that's why you might see us, like, run past each other a couple of times. Thankfully, I'm able to make it back onto the ledge. He is trying to get me. Thankfully, I am able to recover, thanks to the input delay. But the input delay also makes it that I can't land all of my attacks immediately, so it is throwing both of us off. But, you know, it is what it is. We just have to make do with it. Oh, well. If I recall, my other matches were fine. I don't recall there being any input delay, but it is what it is. I can't do anything. I gotta play. I'd rather finish it up and just lose than disqualify myself due to slight input delay. I do manage to land a powerful up smash attack on him, so that's cool. And you might notice that sometimes in these matches, I'll use my neutral B, and in an actual tournament, that might not be advised, but I use it mainly because it gives me temporary invincibility frames, and should I land the attack, I'll deal massive knockback to the player. But if I miss, then of course it leaves me wide open. So I have to make do with it. So this is a nearly even match. It could be anyone's game, and it's so easy for Falco to gimp Little Mac because Falco is very much an aerial character. I mean, you hear his famous quotes. Personally, I prefer the air. Well, personally, Little Mac prefers the land. So I can only do so much. He is going for those aerial attacks. You do see that he's trying to knock me so far off the stage to where I can't recover, but I figured Dude, I am like so used to this. Okay, you might still beat me, but I'm used to this strategy. That's why I don't just stand near the ledge. You can throw me all you want, but I'm gonna smash you in your face, birdie. Anyway, I do like Falco as a character. I do like fighting him, actually. But I also like winning, and I am victorious. So, as you can see, that is the closest match I've had so far, and I'm pleased with my result because I was victorious. Though, even though I was victorious, I still do not earn a single coin from the victory screen. But that is okay. Good games to this player. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I didn't like the input delay, but I liked the competitive nature, the fair sportsmanship of the matches. It was good. Okay, so now we're moving into the semifinals, the top 4, and everyone else has finished. Unfortunately, my friend Charles in the top left corner has been eliminated due to a Meta Knight's player, and I'm up against another Falco, and I figured, well, I just had a really close match against this one Falco. What's going to happen next, right? But at the same time, I figured, well, I did defeat this other Falco player, so it is possible, but he also almost defeated me. And this stage isn't so bad for Little Mac because it does have vertical walls. The previous stage also had vertical walls too, as you can see, the little walls on the ledges. That's what I like. This one isn't completely vertical. It kind of dips in a little bit, but, you know, I just got to make do with it. So, okay, Castle Siege up against another Falco player. I figured I just want to get as many hits on him as possible. If I can get him to 20%, I can at least try to land a KO punch on him. He needs to be at 20%. Now, again, Falco still makes me nervous because even though I just fought one, I'm not suddenly a Falco pro fighter just because I defeated one Falco. And this guy, as you can already tell, is acting a bit different. He's not just trying to throw me off the stage. He's actually more so trying to keep me in the center of the stage so he can combo me. And that's exactly what he did. So now I'm out of a stock. This guy's wrecking me. He's doing a fairly good job, if I may be completely honest. I figured, okay, well, I just gotta be a bit more aggressive. I don't want to get hit by his blasters. I know that he's just trying to like stall me out with that. I could have gone for a smash attack there. I messed that up. Oh well, it is what it is. When I'm playing, I don't notice these things, but when I'm looking back on it, of course, I notice these things. So okay, he's going for those side B attacks again. I'm just trying to punch him, see if I can land an uppercut on him, and I do. And I figured it's cool. I'm only at 7%, and my power meter is looking pretty nice right about now. And I know I can't just rely on the power meter, but it is a good tactic. That power meter can make or break a game. So, yeah, but now Falco's going for those ledge tactics where he's just trying to strike me. I figure if I counter him, not only am I able to get back onto the stage and leave myself, you know, closed, make it so that he can't strike me that easily, but I figured I can also make it so that I can land some damage on him. But unfortunately, he saw through that. He defeated me fair and square. This was a good Falco player, and I am now out of the tournament. So at this point, I can only sit back and watch the other players compete. All my friends have been eliminated. I've been eliminated. And there's only one round left, so I figured, okay, well maybe if the Falco player wins, I can say, well, at least I lost to the champion. And as you can see, now that I'm eliminated, I can actually just watch all of the other matches. So I didn't do that. I figured I didn't need to. I think Jetz and Charles actually watched my matches. So whatever. Alright, so Falco versus Mega Man. Cool stuff. For better or for worse, you can't watch the match while it's happening, so you just have to sit back and wait. So obviously that's going to take a couple minutes, so I am going to cut ahead again. So, okay, cutting ahead. Their match has ended, and the winner is Mega Man. So the Mega Man player, I imagine, earned it fair and square. It's a shame that the Falco player didn't win because that was the player for whom I was rooting, but that's okay. So Mega Man wins. Cool. Awesome stuff, right? So once again, I've ranked in the top 4 of a tournament, but this time it was one-on-one matches, and there were 5 rounds. So I'm pretty pleased with my results. So that's that. And I can watch replays. I can look at the competitors' profiles. There you go. There's my profile. Hello, humans is my message. I make sure to include the comma because I like to be grammatically correct. And yeah, it's cool. And as you can see over there on the left, I ranked in the top 4. Pretty pleased. Got 7 KOs. No self-destructs, thankfully. Had an unusual amount of airtime. Whatever. So that's what it is. And then, of course, the tournament is officially over once I leave. So I figured I saw everything that I needed to see. So let's do one more tournament. So for this last tournament, I just figured I'll just do whatever. So let's do something that's starting immediately because I don't want to wait another 30 minutes. Let's do no assists, small, and yeah, it's a time match, whatever. So it's 4 players, 2 minutes. Mii fighters are on, equipment is on. I figured let's just do it. Right, only 16 players, and it's 4 players at a time. So there's really only going to be two rounds. And I figured, all right, well, I did all my other tourney matches with Little Mac, so I'll be Little Mac again. And this time I'll bring in some equipment. This time I'll bring in all defensive equipment. The reason I have this is because I did some match with a friend and we were just messing around. So I have this and I figured, let me try this again. Having an all-defensive Little Mac really hurts my jumping capabilities, but it does not affect my power. And I figured Little Mac already sucks at jumping anyway, so I figured if I don't even get knocked off the stage, I don't have to worry about anything. I'm all defense. I'm not really going to get knocked off the stage, so I figured this is fine. And, of course, I don't have custom moves on this Little Mac. This one is just equipment. Now, I don't know what the other players might use, but I figured I'm ready to go. Now, one of my friends joined me, and that one friend is Ultranic24. He has been in my videos before. He is a Smash player, and he was also just trying to see what the tourney hubbub was all about. So he and I just joined this one at the last second. There you go, no assists, small time. Now, our understanding is that a no assists tournament means that all items are on, except for Pokeballs, Master Balls, and assist trophies. That's what we figured. So, Ultranic24 is the Samus in the bottom left corner. I don't know if you saw him. I, of course, am Little Mac. I'm going up against Lucas, Fox, and Sonic. The stages could be anything. This is technically considered as a for fun type of match. We are going to Smashville, which is a tournament legal stage, but it is not one of my more favorite stages. Just to be completely honest, it is actually my least favorite stage in the game, just because I think it is boring. I'm sure it is great for competitive players, but I think it is boring. It is just a floating platform with another moving platform. No visually appealing things in the background, even though it does look pretty. And I'm not too fond of the music. I'm sorry. So this is my least favorite stage. This is not my music choice, I assure you. I have Tournament Island Medley and 2 AM as my music choices, not this. But oh well, just gotta deal with it. I'm not really listening to the music anyway, because, or at least when I was playing the match, I wasn't really listening to the music because I was chatting with friends. But looking back over this, it's just like, oh, see, music is crucial to a fighting game. This is not fighting music. Oh, I've got a KO punch. If I can land this on anybody, I'll be fine, because this tournament, much like the first one that I did in this video, is based on points. So whomever I can kill will get me a point. So I'm catching this boomerang, and you'll notice this Fox keeps trying to reflect it. I don't know if you can reflect it. I don't think you can reflect it on the way back. If it's going toward you on the initial throw, I think you can reflect it. Otherwise, this Fox player keeps trying to reflect it. Oh well, it doesn't really work in his favor, and that's fine because that means it works in my favor. And again, I'm just trying to KO whomever I can. Smashing Lucas, all that good stuff. Smashing Fox, all that good stuff. Tried to smash Sonic, didn't quite work. Countering Lucas's up smash is weird because it hits multiple times technically, so you only counter the one hit, but then you get hit by the other ones. I'm finally out. I've lost a point, but I also got someone else. I got Sonic apparently, so I mean, that's cool. So it is what it is. Free-for-alls are weird. I don't know if there's like a specific way to play them, but my understanding is you never really want to leave someone unattended unless it's a stock match, in which case you try to leave some people unattended. So in a free-for-all, you just get whomever you can. If it's time, your goal is to score points, so just kill whenever you see an opportunity arise. But when it's stock, it's a bit interesting because you figure, well, you don't want to lose your stock, but I don't advise camping the entire match. I advise, like, look, if 2 people are trying to finish something, stay out of it because you might lose your stock in the process. I don't know. Anyway, Lucas here gets a sympathy smash. I guess he's died so many times that he was given a final smash, and he kills all of us. So I figured, well, that could have just given him the game. I don't know. I have a lot of points, but he got a sympathy smash, meaning he's died several times, yada, yada, yada. But I didn't know if that actually could have given him the game. But thankfully, it did not, and I am victorious, which means I'm already moving on to the final round because this is a two-round tournament. So how do you like that? How do you like that? I am victorious. That Lucas was close, but I am the victor, and that is awesome to me. So, okay, that's the first round, and everyone else is already done. Unfortunately, my friend Ultranic24 in the bottom left corner was eliminated. He lost to Iggy. So for this final round, I'm up against Iggy, Captain Falcon, Roy. So this will be interesting. This will be very interesting. As for the stage, well, obviously I have no idea what the stage is, but it can be anything. But when I look at it, the actual stage is Town and City. So I went to the 2 Animal Crossing stages. But I actually like Town and City. I like the visuals. I like the layout of the stage. And I like some of the songs that are on it. Not every song, but there are plenty of songs I do like on it, including the one that's playing now, the Plaza theme as composed by Kumi Tanioka. She's great at arranging orchestral music, so I like this song a lot. And I'm glad that this is the song that played when we were smashing. So okay, it's still a free-for-all match, and these guys could still have equipment and custom moves and what have you. So I figured, okay, just stick to my strategy. Just don't leave anyone unattended because this is a time match and I've only got 2 minutes. Do what I can. Going after whatever I can, scoring as many points as I can. Now there are some items in play. I mean, there were items in play in the other match, but I didn't really rely on the items in the other match. This Roy player is making me nervous because he is countering, which means 2 things to me. One, As a Marth, Lucina, or a Roy main, I don't think you're supposed to counter that often. As Little Mac, I'm pretty sure you actually are supposed to use counter competitively, but I think the other characters, you're not really supposed to rely on counter. So the fact that he's doing that makes me think, I don't really know what to think of this player. I do land a KO punch. That's awesome. That's a free point right there. And the other thing is, in a free-for-all match, using counter is advised because there's so much mayhem going on that using counter makes it so that you can, you know, strike like I just did. So I don't really know what to think of this Roy player. I feel like the Iggy player can actually be pretty good. He's being smart, just grabbing all the items, doing what he can. But I did land a KO punch on him, so I figured he's probably not in the lead. So I don't really know. The other thing is, the Iggy, of the characters here, Iggy is the one that could probably gimp the players. Like, Captain Falcon is really good at gimping players, but that clown car, man, that clown car can ruin anybody. And Iggy's got, like, all of these projectile attacks, and I don't know. Iggy makes me a bit nervous. But again, I can't just focus on Iggy. I have to get all the players that I can. But if I can manage to take a point from Iggy, I figured that's the ideal situation. I do manage to get Roy right there, so that's awesome. And, you know, a final smash in this type of tournament can make or break anything. So I figured, well, if Roy gets it, he has the possibility to miss. If Captain Falcon gets it, he has the possibility to miss. Iggy will hit everybody, and if I get it, I'll hit everybody. So basically, I don't want Iggy to get it. I keep focusing on Iggy, but that's just it. Okay, so I figured, all right, Roy gets it. But I counter his golden hammer. I don't KO him, but I do knock the final smash out of him. Captain Falcon gets it, and I figured, well, as long as he doesn't land it on me, I'll be okay. Thankfully, he misses everybody, so that means he doesn't get any points. Sometimes you don't want the other players to kill each other because that means they'll get points. I get Captain Falcon, I get Roy, I don't get Iggy, but I figured I might have enough points to help me win this tournament. Is that true? Is that the case? You bet it is! I am the victor of this tournament. Now, it was only a 2-round tournament. It was free-for-alls, and I did have equipment on, so make what you want. But I did want to see what happens when you win a tournament, so thankfully I was able to get footage of it. So, of course, like any of the other tournaments, everything comes to a close. You get a nice little victory screen showing the character that was victorious. So there you go. Wireframe Mac. How do you like that? Boom. Okay. But, even though I was victorious, I will show you guys that you do not win anything. No coins, no trophy, no nothing. Now, I don't know if your results are saved on your statistics or whatever, but, you know, you don't get anything other than the satisfaction of a win. It does say winner when you look at your stats right here, but I don't think your tournament victories do anything for you. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know, but my understanding is you just compete in tournaments for the satisfaction of a win. And there, that was just me confirming that that was my buddy Ultranick24. So there you go. That's Tourney Mode. I did 3 tournaments. I won this last one, and it's cool. All right, played on 2 Animal Crossing stages. Okay, so I'll probably still play in tournaments now and again. So if you do see me in a tourney, whether it's regular or a fan-based community, it might legitimately be me. I'll play them now and again. And as to whether or not I'll host my own tournaments, I definitely want to, and I do have some plans as to what I might do, and I'll discuss those in greater detail in the near future. For now, I will not be hosting any tournaments. In the near future, like, give me a week or two, I'll explain how I plan to do things. For now, that is Tournament Mode. Oh, and when you win a tourney, you get this nice little milestone. So there you go. I started this video with 1 milestone, and I finished it off with another. So there you guys go. That's Tourney Mode. This is in the latest update, only for the Wii U version. It is a lot of fun. I had fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And for now, that wraps up this video of Smash It Up. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. See you all in future videos, and see you all in future tournaments. Bye-bye, humans!